Wow. Joy, proud moment. Actually, that's not the type of thing that you think of, right? And so, yeah, to be able to enter it with Alan Shearer and, you know, the amount of players that I played in the Premier League, you're like, wow. You know, I obviously had the opportunity to play with some great players, great team. But yeah, as an individual, you're like, you can't get in without a good team. But you take it as an individual, and a proud moment, really proud. You know what? Obviously, it's been proven to be difficult to do, but I think it can be done. I think a team can do it. Liverpool came really close to do it. City also. There's a lot of games now in the game. We had a lot of games also at the time, and we collapsed in some of the competition, not in the league. But I think it can be done. I think that can be done. It means everything. You know, I became a man at Arsenal. I became a better player at Arsenal. I became an Arsenal fan at Arsenal. It's everything. It's a family. You know, I often say you argue, you fight, you have great moments, you have painful moments, but overall, the love is always there and always will be. You know, that's the club that I love. People will tell me, yeah, so okay, but why did you leave? So you leave your family sometime and you always come back. Love doesn't change. You know, that's always going to be in my DNA. I love the club. The club gave me so much. Special moments. I always cherish those moments with Arsenal. It means the world to me. It's very difficult to I don't like to compare eras. I mean, people do, and I understand that. But it's a different generation, it's a different time, different technology. They live with a screen now. We didn't have a screen before. They have different views of the game, different preparation, different ways. The team hasn't been successful recently, obviously winning cups along the way, but nowhere near the level where you should be of trying to compete for the title. But you can say the same for a lot of teams. When you see that Liverpool waited almost 30 years, or it was 30 years, to win their title, first title obviously in the Premier League. So it takes time even for great teams in their history. So hopefully Arsenal can come back and compete. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's only going to be one winner, right? But at least compete to win it can be great. Goals can come from anywhere, as Man City showed us this season. When you look at it, who would have said that, and I will go back to the topic, but who would have said that Man City would have won the league without Aguero? Almost. Well, we can say they played without Aguero all season. Who would have said that the two teams going in the final of the Champions League would have played without a recognized nine? Nobody would have said that in history. So I think that if you have a certain style and a certain way of playing, you can share goals. So it doesn't have to be always the number 9 that has to deliver the goals. Well, in the modern game, as you can see. But I think the team, when you look at the Arsenal team, I think, is it a better squad than West Ham? I would like to say yes. Is it a better squad than Leicester? I would like to say yes. And yet Leicester are ahead, so it is capable to finish in a higher position. Although maybe you don't have the squad of Man City or Chelsea or United. Consistency. I think that when you look at the Arsenal squad right now, on a good day they can beat anybody, and also on a bad day they can lose against anyone. And so that's why they find themselves right now in a situation where they are a mid-table team, because that's what happened. One day yes, and some day no's. But obviously it is painful to watch as an Arsenal fan. But consistency is very key. I remember when he first arrived on the scene, people was like, is he one season wonder or two? And you know what? He shut that argument down pretty quickly. He's a great player. He can put pressure. He can move. This year, in the past 2 years, but even more this year, he showed that he can come in midfield now, make his team tick, assist, balling behind, holding the ball, running into the channel, headers, free kick, whatever it is. I mean, he's a good player. And whoever's going to get him, if he does leave Tottenham, I mean, you know what you're getting, basically. Listen, he had the opportunity to win silverware with Tottenham. People forget that. He actually was in situation, he was in finals with Tottenham. So he had that opportunity. But yeah, a player of that magnitude, of that talent, it will be a shame if he doesn't win something. But it's not a given also, as I think he knows that because he had the situation, he's been in situation to win titles and trophies with Tottenham. I think about the year that Leicester won it. When Leicester won it, also won the Premier League. Tottenham didn't, when it was open for them to do it. So, and they finished second that year, I think. So, again, cup finals, Champions Leagues, won. So yeah, he had the opportunity, but I understand, you know, for what he has given to Tottenham and the player that he is, and maybe was for them. I'm not going to speak too quick, but he's a hell of a player, and I think everybody. I remember it's like the same thing when people wanted Stevie G to win the league, you know, because it's just like the type of player he was. People thought that it was going to be the normal thing for him before he retires. So it's still a long way for Harry Kane to retire. That's not what I wish on him, but he deserves to win something. Yeah. He basically had the same year every year. He never dropped his level. He's been consistent. People were talking about Liverpool couldn't score and this and that, but when you look at his record, he did it. Other players maybe had a bit of a problem this season when you look at Firmino and Mane, and I know how difficult it is to all the time turn up and score 20 plus. So what Salah has done for Liverpool is just amazing, and on the way being able to win the Premier League, being able to win the Champions League, it will be for sure, whatever happens in his career, the Liverpool fan will always remember him, that's for sure.